Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Today's question comes from Deb in Texas. Deb writes, I've always tried to be organized with my finances. My husband, on the other hand, never had any control on spending. We've been married for 16 years, and I just discovered he had a Best Buy credit card balance of $10,000.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. The same card he hid from me 2 years ago. After arguing every day, he finally sat down and talked about the problem. We started the baby steps in March and did Financial Peace University with Jade. I was so happy because I started to see a change. He even cut his credit cards in one of the classes. I recently told him that I needed to add his other bank account to EveryDollar budget to keep track, and what came out of his mouth was, you have the other bank information. You want to have control over this one too? Once again, I feel hopeless and tired. I know that our money problems and the lack of communication will eventually kill our marriage. Actually, that's not what's going to kill your marriage. What's going to kill your marriage is you have a husband who lies to you regularly. What's going to kill your marriage is y'all have not sat down in a room with the marriage counselor and said, the marriage we had where we trusted each other, where you weren't trying to be in control of everything and y'all were partners in this thing, and he was honest and was a partner in this thing as well, that's over and we have to rebuild it. Y'all haven't done that. And so what you're doing is blaming money. What you're doing is blaming the lack of communication. Those are symptoms of two people not on the same page. And so, Rachel, this marriage is in crisis. And this is a turn all the lights on, turn the music off. We're going to counseling right now because we have to decide if we want to stay married or not.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of those things that, you know, when you fix just the symptom and you don't fix what's really going on, it's going to bubble up, right?
Yeah.
So and that's what's happening. It's like, okay, well, we fixed that. He cut up the credit card, which is great. But understanding, we talk about this a lot on the show, is that, your money problems aren't usually money problems. It's usually marriage problems. And so the fact either couples are like, yep, you're right, we're on the same page, cut the credit card, and we're in this together, right? So this story could have been, oh yeah, we need the other account for EveryDollar. Absolutely, yeah, here it is. And you keep trucking, right? There's a level of healing in just the sense of we're in this together, and you are. But when statements like this arise and you can start to see, oh my gosh, he doesn't trust me, he doesn't want me to see something, then you know underneath all of that, it hasn't been fixed.
And it may not even be that he's doing something nefarious. It may mean maybe you are overbearing. Maybe you are in his business about every second of everything. And maybe he is being dishonest because he feels genuine. Like, who knows what the issue is?
Right.
More than likely, he's hiding things and lying to you, right? But whatever it is, you have to get to the bottom of that. And what does that sound like in real life? Let's just get brass tacks. That sounds like I will not be married to somebody who continues to lie to my face and put my family's financial future at risk, period. I will not be married to somebody who hides money from me and from our kids and who will not be in alignment with me, right? I mean, that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think that fidelity, we talk about that, cheating, if you will, we only talk about that in a did you hook up with somebody you're not married to context.
Yep.
I think you can cheat on your spouse with your hobbies. You can cheat on your spouse by working 100 hours a week, 160 hours a week. You can cheat with alcohol. You can be a person who does not have fidelity in a relationship with a bunch of different things.
Yes.
And financial infidelity is one of those things.
Yep, absolutely. And sadly, it's one that we see, I mean, not crazy often, but enough to know, okay, there's stuff that is broken here. And marriage is hard, right? I mean, stuff
so hard.
Always. It's
so
stuff
hard
that you're working on. But I think the point of bringing in a third party, even at this point, for Deb is what I would encourage, because obviously you guys are trying to do this on your own, which is, honorable, but also to be able to get to the root issue. I think having somebody to walk you through that, ask the right questions, pinpoint the right stuff, is really crucial. I think it's part of the healing.
Here's a good analogy. If you've been fixing your roof for 16 years and it still leaks every time it rains, call a roofer.
Yeah.
You aren't getting the job done.
Yep.
For whatever reason. You don't have the skills, you don't have the expertise, whatever. You are not able to solve this problem, get a roofer. You've been working on your marriage for 16 years. You've tried programs. You've tried shame. You've tried yelling. You've tried arguments every day. You've tried all these things. You've tried hiding money from each other. It's not working.
Yep.
Get a professional.